Breaking news, everyone. I am pressed for time. I don't have more time than necessary to get the work done that I need to get work. But it is, let me mute this music. It is day number 6 of 90 Days of Greatness, and it's going to be back day. It's going to be a quick back day. I'm going to reduce the rest times. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get a sick back pump, and then I'm going to get the heck out of there. But I also ran out of pre-workout. I need to get my life together. I'm not doing very good as far as my preparation right now. But so back, what are we going to do with back? I don't know. I'm leaving it open. I'm not even going to make a plan. I'm just going to go in there, and will it be some landmine rows? Will it be some dumbbell rows? Cable pull downs? Bent rows? Lat pull downs? Cable rows? Pull ups? So many weapons in my arsenal when it comes to training back. I'm just going to go in there and I'm just going to wreck it. You know, I'm just going to go in there and get as much done as I can, and I'll probably have about 45 minutes, which I think is more than enough time to get a good back pump. Had 200 grams of egg whites. I had 2 whole eggs and 3 pieces of toast. That was my breakfast. It felt like a lot of food, but when you add all that up, it's not really a ton of calories, but it makes you feel full, you know. I think that's important, breakfast. If you can nail breakfast in a way that'll keep you full until lunchtime, and then have a good sized lunch, by the time you get to dinner, if you're eating smart, you're basically eating because you know you need to, not because you're hungry. And to be able to do that and be cutting weight, that's pretty cool to be able to do that. I'm glad I've experimented with a lot of stuff and figured that out for myself. You know, that might not work for everybody, but it definitely works for me. But yeah, feeling lean. I have to buy some new clothes soon because everything's looking kind of loose. Good problem to have. Good problem to have. But let's see. I'm gonna stop at the gas station because I ran out of my pre-workout. Get some kind of caffeine in me before I get into the gym. I want to be laser focused. I want to be focused on the task ahead. I want to be able to go in there and execute. I want to have a good, solid workout. And you know, you'd think that if I wanted that so bad that I'd get up when my alarm goes off and have my pre-workout and be prepared and be thinking about that all day. So I need to do better there. But yeah, I'm going to stop up here at the gas station, get some kind of caffeine, and then let's get in there and get to work. Let's go, guys. All right, it's back day. Day number 6 of 90 Days to Greatness. I started off with lat pull downs. I usually start with the single arm, but I decided to start here this time. Moderate weight. Tried to control the weight as much as I could. A nice stretch, a nice squeeze at the bottom. I ended up doing 3 sets of 12. And then after that, we moved on to the cable rows. Went a little heavier here. I did 3 sets of 12 here as well. Nice stretch, nice squeeze. I was feeling a little fatigued this morning, but I was able to push through. Like it just felt like my muscles were getting tired a little quicker. I was in a rush. I didn't get enough sleep, but you know, I showed up anyway. And then I finished off my back day with some single arm pull downs. That's usually the one I start with, but I mixed it up a little this time, and I made it the last exercise I did. I think I like it better the other way, when I start with this one, then do lat pull downs. So I don't know. In the spirit of mixing things up, I'll probably still do it like this sometimes, just to keep my training from getting stagnant. But it felt pretty good. Ended up doing 3 sets of 12 on each side. And this one, it was the last exercise of my back workout. Pretty simple workout, pretty quick. And now it's time for the pose down. Alright, that was day number 6 of 90 Days of Greatness. Real quick back workout. Goal was accomplished. So I did notice something when I was doing my pose down and I rewatched the video. I noticed something that I wouldn't notice unless I was getting leaner. I don't know if it was how I flexed or it's just, which is possible. I don't know if I really need to change my training too much. But I noticed when I flexed my back, my mid back was popping a whole lot more than my lats. So does that mean that my lats are underdeveloped and I'm not hitting them properly when I work out? I mean, either way, I'd benefit from slowing down a little bit and getting a little more mind-muscle connection when I work my lats. So maybe that's something I need to focus on back days. Make sure I'm hitting, maybe lighten the weight and just really concentrate on my lats when I'm working out. I mean, whether it's just how I flexed or if they're underdeveloped, I think I'd still benefit from that. You know, so there you go. There's a benefit to recording yourself posing down. So yeah, so we'll see what I can do about that. But overall, it felt like a good workout, solid work. It was pretty quick. I was a little tired, a little fatigued, but that's when discipline comes into play. Because, you know, motivation will fade. You'll be motivated one day and not the next. You know, so motivation is going to fade. That's why it's pretty freaking important to be disciplined. That's the big one. Maybe when you're motivated, that's when you need to start. And then after you start, you remember, just be in the moment and remember that feeling of motivation. And just understand it's not always going to be like that. But when you're in that moment, that's when your thoughts are most clear about what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. So you got to be in that moment and decide in that moment you're going to be disciplined. Maybe even write it down. Maybe record a little video of yourself talking when you're motivated, and, you know, rewatch it on those days you don't feel like showing up for yourself. I think that could be beneficial. That'd be something pretty cool to try. But man, you just gotta want it. If you want it, if you really want it, if you're all in, if you're locked in and you want it, if you really, really want it, you're going to show up no matter what. You're going to wake up and you're not going to be feeling your best. You're going to want to just stay in bed. You're going to say, oh, I'm just a little sick. Maybe I shouldn't go. I'm telling you, those days that you don't show up, later in the day, you'll be beating yourself up like, man, I should have gone. I should have gone. Sure, there's instances when you're extremely sick that you shouldn't go, or stuff happens in life that prevents you, like serious stuff. But these minor inconveniences you keep giving power to give you an excuse to not show up. Come on, guys. Come on. It's the guys that show up for themselves every day. It's the guys that push themselves every day. It's the guys that are disciplined, not necessarily motivated. It's those guys. Those are the ones that break through, that build that body that they want, that push themselves and go in there with the same mindset every single day that, I'm going to make something of myself. I'm going to get in the best shape I can. I'm going to push myself in here. I'm going to go all out. I'm all in on myself. There's not one thing that's going to get in my way. I'm going to accomplish that goal. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to kill it every single day. Those are the ones to get it done. You got to have that dog in you. That dog comes out on that day where your ankle hurts and it's leg day. That dog comes out when you got a little kink in your back and it's arm day, or that dog comes out when you only have 4 hours of sleep, but you decide you're going to show up for yourself anyway. You got to have that dog in you. I'm telling you, you got to let that dog out. But yeah, man, I'm telling you guys to please show up for yourself. So today was day 6 of 90 Days of Greatness, and also it was day 36 in a row without a rest day. Might be a day I need a rest day, but that dog in me might not let me take one. So, guys, come on. You got this. I'll see you guys next time.